Hey guys, this is Morgan here. Welcome back to the tutorial where I'm going to be showing you how to do some more things with the Homebrew launcher. Now, before you try to do anything in this video, make sure you followed all the steps in part 1 before doing part 2, because there's because you're gonna need a Homebrew launcher here, and I showed that how to install that in part 1. So let's get started. Now the first step that I'm going to show you how to use is one called GameYob. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to play Game Boy Color games. So it's like an emulator. And but first, we'll have to make some files first on the SD card. So just take your SD card, put it in a computer. Once you have the SD card on a phone or a computer, just make sure that you have two folders called GB and GBA. Make sure they're all fully capitalized. And if you're wondering why we have a GBA folder, I'm going to be using that for something later in the video. But for now, the GB folder is going to be where all your ROMs are going to be. I'll link in the description for a website that has a lot of ROMs for Game Boys. And after you've used this app, if you notice that there's .save files and .ys1 or ys9, those are probably your like save states and saves and stuff. So make sure you don't get those mixed up when you're trying to move a file. Just make sure it's the right format. Make sure you're trying to move the ROM if you're trying to. Just make sure about that. Yeah, let's get back on the 3DS. Okay, so once you have your SD card in here, just power on just start up menuhax again, power your L button, and then start up GameYob, which is sometimes I notice it'll have the question mark, but sometimes it'll look like a yellow Game Boy. Just select that. So you'll see it should show the ROMs. If it's like something like this, just go select the folder. It should show the files. And so you have Game Boy Camera, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon Crystal. If you have something like Game Boy Camera, the camera doesn't work though, of course. So, but you can see Super Mario Land here, but all the normal controls would be what you thought. Would be like the same, like A would be A, start would be start, but start wouldn't be start. What I don't think it is. I think it's like X or something like that. Yeah. So you can see here. But at first it might be pretty small though. But just press the R button. It'll like say something like this, but just keep pressing R until it says display. And you could switch between this, and you could switch between and make different sizes. And it might be like a bit blurry though, but you could just switch it so you could switch it so it's a little bit better. The scale filter. You can also change the frame skip. Just change it 0 if you want, and it makes it smoother too. I'm not exactly sure what the borders do. They don't seem to really change anything. Let's see. And yeah, it seems like X would be like a start button, but there's also there's also channels too. You can turn on and off the channels. But there are save states here. There's I believe 9 slots. And cheats doesn't seem to work. I guess you put them in a folder or something. I guess it doesn't let you type in the cheat codes or something. But you can also change it so there's different things that show up. So I have like FPS and time. See there? 2. So, and if you hold down L, it speeds it up too. See, it speeds it up. You see the FPS goes up to like 90 though, too, so. Also show a Game Boy Color game. Game Boy Color game. Let's see here. And yeah. There you go. So now I'm going to show MGBA. So we just the quit to launcher option too right here. Let's just go back here, and it's I think it's called MGBA. It doesn't really work well on the old 3DSs, but it should work perfectly fine on the old ones. Well, I'm sorry, the new ones, like the XL models. It should work okay on those. Start that up. I don't know why it gave me a black screen. That's very weird. Usually, I never had to do that. But let me start it up. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Here. Okay, I guess this emulator does it too. It doesn't start in that folder, but just select that, and here I just have a Pokemon Emerald. Just cause, but again, this doesn't work that much on the old. Doesn't work very well on the old 3DSs, but the menus will be exactly the same though. I haven't really messed around with it that much, just cause it's not really working that well. You can hear it's very slow. If you're a Pokemon fan like me, you could tell this is slower than it's supposed to be. If you look, it says 22 FPS, and usually it's supposed to be like 60 FPS, so it's like a third of the speed, so. I've seen it's worked better on the 3DS XLs though, but yeah. Let's just move back to that. Is there a way I can exit game? Up. Do I have to restart? Oh, okay, B, okay. Cool. I don't have to restart it. Okay. There's also a region-free launcher. Now, what this does, it allows you to play games that they usually are meant to be played on your 3DS. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but basically it means like if you have like a US system like I do, like it would let you play like European games or Japanese games. But I don't actually have a game to show you that, but because I don't know, just because I buy it normally, but I have a Pokemon X here. But if this was like a Japanese game, it would let you play it here, but of course you can also play your normal games here, or at least I think. But yeah, sorry I can't really show it that well with the Japanese game or something like that though, but yeah, you can see just that it also starts up a normal game too. So you can see the English there, so you can see that works too. So yeah. Okay. Okay, let's switch back to the Homebrew font. I also know that you can use hands to play hacked versions of Pokemon X, Y, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire. Like I heard you could play Neo X and Y and randomizer versions of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It's just you need a Windows computer for it, so I won't be able to show you. I have an iMac, so maybe in the future I might be able to do it if I get like a laptop or something. Yeah. Let's see here, what else? Another program that came with Homebrew Launcher for me, I think, is this app called PR Boom, which is it's a port of Doom, but it does seem to freeze when I get to a certain point. I think it only has the first episode, though, and there's a certain part where it keeps freezing up, though, I think. Let me see here.
but you can see it is working. It's working. It's working. Okay, so let's get that. Post mine. Does it take me to the... Oh, nice. I don't have to restart. Also, I also noticed that there's a port of Minesweeper that also... Actually, no, I don't think this came with it, but I installed it separately. Actually, how you install them is that usually they come with a folder with 2 or 3 files in them, and usually you just drop it in the 3DS folder. Usually it'll work. But here's a version of Minesweeper. There's the easy, normal, and hard. It does require a stylus, I think. Let me get something. Here we go. Here's a... So yeah, here you can see... I'm not exactly sure how you flag a... Oh, you could select them this way. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little red box here you could select them with. Could use the stylus too. But it's kind of weird though if you have dead pixels though, but probably gonna replace the screen soon. Suppose I haven't died yet. By the way, if you don't know, oh, I died. But by the way, if you don't know, it was a game that came with like Windows 7 and stuff, so. Let's see here, can I exit here? Cool. It's also a version of a 3DS, well, of Minecraft called 3DS Craft. I think this was installed separately, but there's probably something wrong with it. I think I might have just didn't reinstall it wrong. It kind of takes a while for the world to load, but I don't know. B seems to change something, but I don't know. I haven't fully figured out how this game works yet. I can't jump. I don't know. Maybe I just can't seem to figure out how to jump though. Okay, I see. Huh. You press R to go down and L to go up. I see, and I have no idea how do you look around? How do you look around? This is, I don't know. You probably just have to reinstall it. I don't know. But I hope you're able to do more things with this video, and I might make a part 3 but there's probably just gonna be a part 1, part 2. But if I find out how to use hands, if I figure out how to use hands, I might make a part 3. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next video.